Alright, so I've been doing hunter rumors again. It's a lot less competition to deal with because it seems like the price of Quetzal, I think that's how you pronounce it, Quetzal feed, has gone down in price substantially. I think you only need 40 in total for every single Quetzal landing site. So if you know how hunter rumors work, there is a I don't know if it's intended or not, but it hasn't been patched out, so I guess it's intended. There's a block system where you basically I just got herbivore from the novice guy. So this novice guy, he can assign any of the hunter creatures on the list. He can pick any one of them and give it to you, which includes herbivore, which is shared by the master hunter rumor person right over here. So what that means is if I get a task from the master hunter wolf, she won't give me herbivore because Gilman has given me that task or rumor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the other tiered contracts, work my way up. There's adept and expert. Each have two masters that can assign you different tasks. I basically want to get. So I knocked out herbivore for novice. So I probably want to knock out anything deadfall related for adept and expert. Um, deadfall or pitfall. They're probably one of the most annoying ones. I'd say either that or like the salamander ones are a bit annoying for UIM in terms of inventory management, but that's debatable. Herbivore is definitely one of the more annoying ones because of stamina management. So it's good to knock that one out of the way. So let's see if we get lucky and get anything for the adept. I think it is. Adept is the next tier we want. Um, yeah, adept is the next tier. So yeah, let me get right on that so I don't drag this clip out any longer. Adept. Okay. So the adept people can the two adept people have two different task lists. So I'm going to start with service because that's the first person on the list on the wiki. Let's see what they give us. Yep, okay, so they mentioned the herbivore. So I guess, yeah. So we switch to her rumor. Spotted Kebbit. Okay. That one's a pretty easy one, so we're not going to put that on our block list. Okay, so far I have done 50 hunter rumors in total, and I've done only 13 of the master ones. So I'm trying to do more of those for the hunter outfit, because that can go in the house. But I finally got my final 10 Quetzal feed for the last landing site we can make, at least now. We might get more in the next batch, but yeah, that's all the landing sites. So you get one at basically the same location as the teleport from the standard spellbook. You've got one that teleports you to like a prayer altar. That's like the only thing of note here. I mean, I guess you can. It's kind of the closest location to the sunlight antelopes and the hardwood patch, but so is the fairy ring. That's kind of within the same distance. And then there's a location to the colossal worm remains, which isn't useful until they actually turn this into an agility course like they've proposed. And then Sunset Coast, that's, I don't know, that one's another weird one. I don't know what is here other than an anvil, charter ship location, fishing shop. Again, really weird location, but maybe there's some clue steps here. I think one of the most useful ones that you can unlock is the Cam Torum entrance. So that gives you quick access to the Perilous Moons boss encounter. And right across the bridge, you can hunt the Teku salamanders for hunter rumors. So I unlocked this one first because I found it the most useful. And then the Theomat, or the Teomat, that one's already unlocked, but that's for like prayer training, so that's pretty good too. But yeah, now I'm just gonna process my herbs and get back to hunter rumors because you get quite a bit of herbs from expert hunter rumors, so I'm gonna go process them. Thankfully, I don't have to mess with dwarfweed or toadflax. The only annoying herb you get from here is Avento, which will require me to get Mortmire fungi, but whatever. It's nothing annoying like, bird's nest with toadflax, so okay. Alright, so still doing hunter rumors, but with the next dashing habit, that'll give me 96 hunter. Of course, with this skill, there's nothing new that I can hunt until 99, and that's when I'll be able to barehand lucky implings, obtain the hunter skill cape, and I guess get the maximum amount of XP in hunter from Herbivore as it scales with hunter level. Oh, and there's the Kebity Tuft. As you can see, I've got the perfected Quetzal Whistle, which sadly isn't permanent in terms of charges, and also can't be reobtained other than through doing more hunter rumors and getting another blueprint, but that's just how the content was designed, I guess. There are a couple of completion tasks other than collection log from hunter rumors, I think, according to the wiki at least, at, what is it, 150 rumors, we get a special chest key, which that's like the final piece of lore from the Hunter Guild. So yeah, 150 rumors for that. That's not too bad. These go by fairly quick nowadays. But let's see if we get any collection logs knocked out from these 6 loot sacks. Doubtful, but let's see. Of course, I gotta drop the Quetzal feed. Might help if I just equip these. Nope, nothing new. No pet, no hunter outfit. Oh well. Alright, so I just hit my 500th collection logged item in terms of unique ones and not duplicates, the Guild Hunter headwear. I'm gonna go ahead and store the pieces as I get them, but basically this hunter set, from what I can tell on the wiki entry, it kind of solves a long-standing, I don't know if it's a bug or just a oversight with Hunter, and the fact that, at least in RuneScape 3, the Hunter gear, the camouflage gear, actually gave you an invisible bonus, for wearing that gear and hunting with it in the appropriate area. It made basically your success rate go up for like hunting anything in the polar area, the Piscatorius or the jungle area, etc. Um, and that's what it did. And so the Guild Hunter headwear, or the Guild Hunter outfit itself, it makes your success rate go up for hunting. So like Chinchompas will more often get in the box traps. Uh, Pitfall hunting, they'll jump over the pitfall less often. They'll go directly in the trap. That's basically what camouflage is. And then it doesn't give you an XP bonus, like flat out XP bonus. It doesn't give you one of those. And then it also makes your it gives you a better chance of getting the unique item for hunter rumors. So I guess if you have the full outfit and you're hunting for pet, and you didn't get pet before the outfit, that's a use of it. Or if you're still doing them afterwards for stuff like the noted bird's nests, which aren't bad. I'm more of a fan of the passive bone shards. It looks to be like a I would say like for every I'd say for every um like what is it? I got like 600k hunter XP so far, and that's like right there. That's like 12k times six. Every bone shard is 6 prayer XP, so that's like a decent amount passive prayer XP. So it's probably worthwhile to do hunter rumors just because of the passive prayer XP, in my opinion. All right. So within the last 5 hunter loot sacks that I opened, I got the Huntsman's Kit. It's definitely not something I'm going to hang on to long term, but I guess for the next 3 pieces of the Hunter outfit that I want to grind for, I'll probably hang on to it. Basically, I mean, you can't store chins in it. You used to be able to store black chins inside of it, and that was a way to protect them from PKers in the wilderness, but they changed that. So now it's really just going to be a space saver, so I don't have to run to the shops every time I want to get like a piece of hunter equipment, you know. So that's the main use of it. That's going to be for me. There is no way to store it. It's similar to the fishing tackle box from Temporos, where um, if I was to like lose the hunter kit in like a death bank, the next time I would get it from a loot sack, it would have all these items inside of it. But of course, that's not very useful because the items that you can store in there aren't very valuable. I guess, with the exception of if you were to stack a large amount of hunter spears. I don't know how valuable those things are going to be long term. Uh, I mean, it looks like a decent option for like mid-level accounts for ranged training, I think. But I mean, there's always Chinchompas, so stacking those up as well. All right, down at the Teku Salamanders for a hunter rumor, but we're closing in on a level, so there's 97 hunter. Wonderful. I guess I'll showcase what the current loot looks like right now from Master Sacks. The Huntsman's Kit, that's a 1 in 50, and each of the Guild Hunter outfit pieces, that's also 1 in 50 to roll that. Still haven't obtained a mature Teku Salamander, which is a tier 80 weapon. Not that I would keep it, it's rather mediocre, but just wanted to point that out that I haven't gotten it yet through all these 140 rumors so far. Well, through countless video clips that I've botched because my OBS was having issues, I talked at a brick wall for 15 minutes basically. But to summarize, the combat rework came out yesterday, and while it doesn't show on the tooltip, Bloodbark and other lower tier magic armor sets got a plus 1% magic damage per part for the hat, the top, and the bottom, not including the boots and the gloves. Different pieces of magic armor got different increases. The Sears Ring and the Sears Ring Eye now have a 0.5% magic damage effect, which is pretty minimal and probably never worth using. They made nightmare drops, uniques more common. They made certain monsters weaker to certain things, and when a monster is specifically stated on Monster Examine that it has a certain weakness, you will do 50% more damage when targeting the weakness, which means if your max hit was 30 and the weapon you're using is the associated weakness, your 30 will now be a 45. They also made a change to minimum hit. So if you successfully pass the accuracy roll, you will always do at least a single point of damage. Before, you could either miss and hit a 0, or you could hit. You could pass the accuracy roll, which means you would be able to hit, but 0 was the previous minimum hit for passing the accuracy check, which I don't know how huge that is. It's a better change if you're like a lower DPS account. So like if you're a defense pure and your max hit is like maybe a 2, well, now your DPS will essentially go up by 33% if you're targeting a monster with like 0 defense, which is what defense pures use to train on. So that's huge for them, I guess. There's this like cursed amulet of magic that came out from necromancers in Shazian, and that will decrease your magic strength by 80%. So maybe there's a new meta for like splashing on rats if you were to combo that new necklace with like the nightmare staff that makes you cast spells a tick faster. So it's like, I don't know, slightly more splashing XP per hour, so long as you can reduce your magic damage to minus 100. Well, I don't even think minus 100% would work, and the necklace is the only item that provides a negative magic damage. But I don't know. Maybe it has a use for like maybe it has a use for like I want to say it would have a use for accounts that are like trying to like alt slayer. So like a level 3 can do alt slayer if they tag the monster and they don't hit it. They can still get the XP as long as they time it correctly, but regardless, you would still be getting magic XP for casting a spell. So I don't think that would be the case. I don't know, maybe it'll find some use, but I don't see a use for it right now if nothing else lowers your magic damage. I don't know. I don't even remember that being in the blog, but regardless, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff I want to check out. Trouble Brewing. Trouble Brewing is now feasible for UIMs, finally. The reward currency is now added to a shop interface similar to LMS instead of the actual physical item. So if we wanted to spend 160 hours green logging that minigame, we could do that if we wanted to. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to cover, and this clip should be a lot shorter, and it should actually work this time. Okay, well, I'm still working my way through Barb Lore. I'm still on super attacks, and I still have strengths and defenses to work my way through. But with this inventory, I should be reaching, I guess I already spoiled it, but I should be reaching 90 fishing. So, pretty nice. Literally, the only thing I can do with that is that's basically all raids fish I can catch and cook. Although you don't really do that in raids. You don't really catch and cook fish unless you're like leeching for points. So yeah, mainly people use the potions. I guess I guess I'll just share a random fact in this clip. Did you know the new Blood Moon Tassets from Perilous Moons? Just the Tassets, and only while they're fully repaired, they give a 1% magic strength bonus. So the second you initiate, I guess the second you get attacked by something, I think that's how armor charges work. So the second you get attacked by something with that armor, you lose that magic strength bonus. I think it's a bug. Um, it's not really shown anywhere on any of the previous blogs for Perilous Moons that the Tassets would have a magic strength bonus, but it's funny nonetheless to point out and discover. That's all.